The strawberries on this table are surprisingly sweet for this season.
I was just thinking the exact same thing while eating that grape.
My name is June, and I am a friend of the host.
It is a pleasure to meet you, June. I am Oliver.
How do you know Sarah? Did you go to college together?
We worked at the same design firm a couple of years ago.
Oh, so you are part of the creative crowd here tonight.
I try to be, though my daily work involves a lot of math.
Math can be very creative when you build something beautiful from it.
That is a very kind way to describe structural engineering.
Are you enjoying the party so far, or is it too loud?
It is just the right amount of energy for a Friday night.
I usually prefer smaller gatherings with just a few close friends.
Me too, but Sarah always knows how to throw a big event.
She spent 3 days choosing the decorations for this rooftop.
The paper lanterns look like they are floating in the air.
I helped her hang the ones near the entrance this afternoon.
You have a very good eye for symmetry and placement.
Thank you. I actually work as an interior designer for a living.
That explains why you noticed the strawberries and the lanterns.
We're trained to look for small details in every room.
I look at the bones of the building, the steel and concrete.
So you make the skeleton and I choose the skin.
That is a perfect analogy for our two different professions.
Have you tried the mini quiches at the other end of the table?
Not yet. Are they as good as the fruit?
They're warm and have a lot of melted cheese inside.
I will definitely grab one before they all disappear.
You should hurry. The tall guy in the red hat is hungry.
I will be quick and bring one back for you too. This playlist is very eclectic, moving from jazz to synth pop.
Sarah has a very strange but interesting taste in music.
It keeps the mood unpredictable and the conversation flowing.
Do you recognize the song that is playing right now?
It sounds like an old French track from the late 60s.
You have a very good ear for vintage international music.
My father used to collect vinyl records from all over Europe.
That sounds like a wonderful way to grow up and learn.
Our living room was always filled with the sound of trumpets.
I grew up in a house that was mostly very quiet.
Maybe that is why you appreciate the details of silence.
I think it made me more sensitive to colors and textures.
Music and design are both about finding the right rhythm.
I totally agree. A room can feel like a slow melody.
And the bridge can feel like a very strong and loud chord.
Do you play any instruments yourself during your free time?
I play the piano, but only when nobody's listening.
I am sure you are much better than you are willing to admit.
I just like the feeling of the keys under my fingers.
It is a great way to disconnect from a stressful workday.
What about you, June? Do you have a hidden musical talent?
I sang in a choir back in high school, but that was long ago.
I bet you still have a very beautiful singing voice.
Only if the music is loud enough to hide me.
The volume is definitely high enough for that tonight.
Look at the people dancing near the small fountain over there.
They seem to be having the time of their lives right now.
It is nice to see people so happy and carefree.
It is the magic of a warm night and a good beat.
I think I'm finally starting to relax and enjoy the noise.
The city looks like a giant circuit board from up here.
All those lights represent thousands of different human lives.
It is a bit overwhelming if you think about it for too long.
I find it comforting to know we are all connected somehow.
Can you see that building with the bright blue neon roof?
Yes, the one that looks like a futuristic pyramid?
I spent 6 months working on the balcony designs for it.
No way! That is one of my favorite buildings in the district.
It was a very difficult project because of the wind speed.
It looks very elegant and strong at the same time.
Thank you. Hearing that from a designer means a lot.
I once worked on a penthouse apartment in that very tower.
Wait, was it the one with the indoor garden and the glass floor?
Yes! Small world, isn't it? I designed that garden myself.
I remember seeing the blueprints for your irrigation system.
I had to fight the engineers to keep the tropical plants.
I was one of the people who helped approve that structure.
So we technically worked on the same project without knowing it.
It seems like we were destined to meet at this party tonight.
Life has a very funny way of bringing people together.
The view is even better now that I know you decorated it.
And I will look at that pyramid with even more respect.
Do you ever feel small when you look at the horizon?
Sometimes, but it also reminds me that there is so much to see.
I want to travel to Japan and study their ancient temples.
Their use of natural wood and light is absolutely perfect.
I have a whole shelf of books about Japanese architecture.
We should exchange book recommendations sometime soon.
I would love to hear your thoughts on modern minimalism.
Let's move away from the edge. It is getting a bit chilly. I want to show you a photo of a project I finished last week.
Is it a residential house or a commercial office space?
It is a small library for a local community center.
The way you use the light is incredible.
I wanted the readers to feel like they were sitting under a tree.
Those wooden beams look like branches reaching for the ceiling.
That was exactly the concept I was trying to achieve there.
Most people just put up shelves and call it a library.
A library should be a sanctuary for the human imagination.
You have a very deep and philosophical approach to your work.
I believe that our environment shapes our daily thoughts.
I try to build spaces that make people feel safe and grounded.
We have a very similar vision for the future of our city.
It is rare to find someone who understands the why of a building.
Usually, people just ask me about the price of the curtains.
And they ask me how many cars can fit in the garage.
The practical questions are always the most boring ones.
I want to build a house that is completely powered by the sun.
And I want to fill it with sustainable and recycled furniture.
We could call it the living house or something like that.
That sounds like a project I would love to be a part of.
Are you always this passionate about everything you do?
I think life is too short to do things halfway, don't you?
I completely agree. Passion is the fuel for everything good.
Sarah told me that you are a very dedicated person.
She probably told you that I work too many hours.
She said you are the most reliable person she has ever met.
That is a very high compliment coming from someone like her.
Reliable people are the ones who actually get things done.
I just try to finish what I start, no matter what happens.
It is much quieter over here behind these palm trees.
I was starting to lose my voice trying to talk over the music.
The crowd near the bar is getting a little too intense for me.
I noticed that people are starting to dance on the tables.
That is our signal to find a peaceful corner and stay there.
I am glad we found this spot. It feels like a different party.
Sometimes the best part of a party is the escape from it.
I think I am done with social interactions for the rest of the month.
Does that include our current conversation as well?
No, this is the part that makes the whole night worth it.
I feel the same way. I was almost going to leave an hour ago.
I am very glad you stayed long enough to find the snacks.
And I am glad you knew so much about the Blue Pyramid building.
Do you often come to these rooftop events in the city?
Only when I know the person who's organizing the guest list.
I usually prefer a quiet night with a good movie and some tea.
What kind of movies do you like? Sci-fi or old classics?
I am a big fan of old black and white detective stories.
The lighting in those films is a masterpiece of art.
Every shadow tells a story and creates a sense of mystery.
I see we have another thing in common to discuss.
It feels like we are uncovering a long list of shared interests.
It makes the small talk feel much more like a real talk.
Small talk is just a key that opens the big door.
And we have definitely opened a very interesting door tonight.
I feel like I have known you for much longer than an hour.
Time is relative when the conversation is this engaging.
I should probably get us some water to stay hydrated.
That is a very responsible and caring idea, Oliver.
I will be back before the next song starts playing. Here is your water. It is nice and cold.
Thank you. I really needed that after all this talking.
The party is slowly coming to an end. People are leaving.
I should probably find my coat and say goodbye to Sarah.
I don't want this to be the end of our design discussion.
I was hoping you would say something like that.
Would you like to grab a coffee sometime next week?
I know a great little cafe with very interesting chairs.
Of course you would notice the chairs first.
It is a professional habit I cannot break.
Here's my phone. Can you put your number in it?
I will send you a text right now so you have mine too.
I just received it. The notification is glowing.
Now you have no excuse to forget about our coffee date.
I wouldn't dream of forgetting such an important appointment.
I will send you the address of that cafe tomorrow morning.
I look forward to it and to hearing more about your library.
And I want to hear more about your solar-powered house.
It was truly a pleasure meeting you tonight, June.
The pleasure was all mine, Oliver. Thank you for the company.
Good night, and get some good rest after all this socializing.
Good night, Oliver. See you very soon in the city.
I am walking toward the elevator with a very big smile.
I am waving one last time before I find my keys.
The moon looks very bright over the city skyline now.
It is a perfect end to a very unexpected and lovely night.
I am already thinking about what to wear for that coffee.
I will definitely be checking the design of your glasses again.
I will make sure they are clean and perfectly centered.
Until next time, Oliver, stay creative and stay kind.